Yeah, recreational.
Okay, well, I left out a couple of very important things.
Okay.
Beginning about the year 1936, I went to summer camp every other year.
Oh, okay. Wow. Where was the summer camp?
Madomic.
Madomic?
Madomic camp, and it was up near Waldoboro, Maine.
Okay.
And I didn't go every year because of the Depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my father had gone there when he was a boy, and the director, a man named, we called Uncle Frank, his name was Frank Poland, he owned the camp.
He owned that.
And
Okay.
he, if I would do certain chores at the camp, I went half price. So when I was in the youngest group, Cubs, and I was probably 7,
Yeah.
maybe 8. No, 7. At noon, after we ate lunch, we ate in a separate place from the rest of the camp. I would go in and help the cook, who was a lady we called Minnie.
Okay.
And I would help clean up the kitchen.
And you get paid for that?
I didn't get paid for it, but my father got a discount on summer camp. And then when I skipped a year and went into the junior division, which was, and same thing, I answered the telephone when the director of the division and his wife would have lunch. I would go into the little office they had there at the division, cute little building, and I would take telephone calls. And
you were about 9 years old when you did that?
In that area, yeah. And then the next year I went as a senior, and the same thing happened. I attended the telephone in the main office, which was up at the senior division.
Okay.
And I loved going to the camp, and I had the greatest respect for the counselors. In those days, they were mostly college boys.
Just like the camp that I go to now. Just like the camp that I go to now.
Yeah, but it's you couldn't have the camp today. You couldn't afford to pay them what they did.
So what'd you do at the camp?
Well, the way it was structured was just magnificent. Start out with the motto of the camp: remember the other fellow.
Remember the other fellow.
Now,
this is a boys' camp, I'm assuming, strictly boys. Yeah.
now, they had the goal they encourage you to work for is on banquet night, which is at the end of the season. They give out awards and for achievement. And the best award is a camp medal.
Yeah.
And it was a watch fob. It was a thing that if you had a pocket watch, it had a leather strap, and it went through the loop on the top of the watch and hung down, and it was a beautiful medal. Now, to get this medal, you had to earn so many points in all kinds of subjects, and there was 2 grades of points. There was honors and high honors. And for instance, even in the younger boys' camp, they had a wood shop where you could even work with metal, and you'd start a project, do something in there. You were elected to do it, and you'd be graded. You'd get 15 points for honors, and then if you carried it a little further, you get 25 points for high honors. Nature walks, flowers, wild flowers. You learned about the wild flowers, and then you would be tested. And again, you could get honors or high honors. Yeah. Canoeing, swimming, diving,
everything.
Trees, know your trees.
Okay.
Fishing in the lake, tying your own
knots,
flies.
Okay. And did you ever achieve this medal?
I received my cup medal, and the cup medal was about this big, and it's cast. It's
okay.
A stamped out thing. This is solid.
Yeah.
And in the middle of it, it has the MC on it, and that was copper, pretty copper.
Yeah. You still have that?
I can't find it.
Okay.
And then when you went to the junior camp, the same thing, only you could get into more things. There was archery.
Did you receive the medal at that level?
Not there, but I got the senior when I went to senior. The higher you went, it meant you were bigger and more adult. You could get into tennis, track, riflery. You had a photo lab where you could develop your own pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sailing
skills that,
and so it was all accomplishment. And like I think when you're a cub, maybe you had to earn a total of 300 points.